Om Shanti. Sit straight. 3 deep breaths, relax the body. Bring your attention to the center of the forehead. Here. We can switch off the screens on the side. Switch off both the screens. Let's bring our attention here to the center of the forehead and visualize a tiny point of light, a little star in the center of the forehead. Everyone, attention, center of the forehead, and visualize that tiny star, which is the energy, the master of this body. And gently create this thought. Keep seeing that little point of light, and with that, create this thought. I am a powerful being. I am the creator of my every thought, feeling, word, and behavior. I am the creator. Situation is what the situation is. I am the creator of my every emotion. I am a powerful being. Feel this energy. I am a powerful being. I remain calm and stable in every scene of life. Repeat this for yourself. I remain calm and stable in every scene of life. The scene is what the scene is. I remain calm and stable. I am a powerful being. Untouched, unshakable. People behave their way. I am a powerful being. I remain calm and stable. Let's reflect on the week that's gone past. Was there any scene, any situation, any person whose behavior affected me. And bringing the same scene on the screen of your mind, remind yourself, I am a powerful being. And as a powerful being, now see yourself in that same situation, responding another way. Situation doesn't change. People don't change. I change the way I respond to the situation. I am a powerful being. Look at that scene. Look at the way you had reacted that day. And now, as a detached observer, choosing a different way to respond. I am a powerful being. Om Shanti. The entire day, scene after scene, there is something that's happening around us. There is something that's happening to us. Yes? And that every scene after scene, where something is happening around me, something is happening to me, every scene demands a response. The first place where we respond is here. Here comes a scene, and I create a thought. So my first thought, my first response is in the mind. My second response is in my words. And my third response is in my behavior. Thoughts, words, behavior. It's my response to that scene. Who is the creator of this response? Who is the creator of this response? How I think, how I feel, how I speak, how I behave. Who is the creator of this response? Who's the creator of this response? Three options. I, they, both. I, they could be people, they could be situation. I, they, both. Not they at all? Not at all? Never? Anyone reacted today? Reaction. A little irritation, a little hurt, anger, upset, pain. Any time in the last 1 week, anyone reacted in this last 1 week? Anyone today, this morning? Anyone while driving to this place? Nizar bhai, who is the cause? The traffic? So the situation is what the situation is. Who is the creator of how I feel? And if I say I always, then situation may not be my way. Situation may be completely opposite of how I wanted it to be, but my mind will always be my way. Because I'm the creator of the response. But if in that moment I forget that I'm the creator of my response, then I don't consciously choose my response, I just react to what the situation is. Which means, as is the energy of the situation, so is the energy of my reaction. And if I'm choosing my response consciously, then the energy of the situation is the energy of the situation, and my energy is my choice. Yes? No? So, how many of you are able to choose your response of a vibration which is untouched by the energy of the situation or the energy of the person? How many of you are married? And is your spouse here with you today? So, we'll have to take that certificate from them. Untouched by their behavior, are you able to create that response? And if we were able to do that, which we are able to do sometimes, but many times not. And those sometimes, those few times where we are able to choose our response, there's no conflict, there's no argument. But when we react to the energy of the other person, then it no longer remains a dialogue or a conversation. Whether it's your spouse, whether it's a friend, whether it's a colleague, whether it's a stranger on the road. And that's when we entangle with that vibration of the situation, we entangle with the vibration of the other person, and our own energy gets pulled down. And when I deplete that energy and I next enter into the next scene, is screen band kar dijiye. Switch off that screen, please. We don't need screens. And with that depleted energy, when we enter into the next scene of life, we don't have that strength to face the next scene, and then again we react. And then very soon, reaction starts becoming normal. And that's when we created a world where we started saying, stress is. You have to say it. Stress is normal. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? In your city, is stress normal? I am not going to answer, so you don't look at me, because for me, stress is not normal. You will have to share your options. Stress is? Anger is? Not normal. Irritation is? Not normal. Fear is? Not normal. If I start living my way with that consciousness, it's not normal, then I will start creating those emotions which are normal. Put the hands out, left and right. I will say out a few emotions, patterns of our responding to situations. If you feel it's normal, you put it on the right hand, and if you feel it's not normal, you put it on your left hand. And then just raise that hand gently so that we see which hand you have chosen. Okay, everyone? And the rule of the game is not to look at, because that's not normal. And we're doing that a lot nowadays. Ready? Stress. Or you can say it out. That'll be easier. Stress. Left or right? Everyone has to participate. Stress, left or right? Sure? Anger? Happiness? Peace? Expectation? Expectation. Expectation from family. No, you continue. Ego, acceptance, humility, comparison, no comparison, no social media comparison, competition, no competition, right, no, left, left, right competition, self respect, fear, worry. You don't worry for your children. I love you so much, obviously, I worry for you. Left or right? Attachment. Attachment. So you're not attached to your children. Attachment, left or right? Love? Acha. So from today, no attachment, no worry. So one is, I don't know which is normal. Second is, I know which is normal, and yet I'm creating the opposite one. So we've reached a stage where we know which one is normal and which is not. And how do we decide which emotion is normal? Which emotion where you experience comfort, here and here. Create stress, you can experience that discomfort here, and that result of that discomfort is reflected in the body. Create peace, and you can see that comfort here and that ease in the body. And so each time we are creating an uncomfortable emotion, we're actually creating an emotional dis-ease, where my mind shifts from its position of ease. It is a dis-ease. And when I create emotional dis-ease many times in a day, then after some time it translates into a physical dis-ease. And today it's translating also into a mental dis-ease. Do you have depression in your city? Yes? Yes? Is it increasing? Yes. Has it increased post-COVID? Yes. What did COVID have to do with fear and anxiety and depression? Here comes a situation. Suddenly we were not prepared for it, situation not our way. And most of us on the planet said fear and anxiety is normal. And so millions of people created fear and anxiety for over a year. And the vibration of the planet shifted. The vibration of the planet dipped during COVID. COVID is more or less a closed chapter, but we have done nothing to raise that vibration of the planet. And so fear and anxiety is in the air. And even school-going children are experiencing fear and anxiety. And that is why it is so important to have the definition of what is normal when a situation arises. And why is it that knowing that which one is right, often we are creating the one which is not normal? Because when the situation comes, we don't pause to choose our response. We believe that it is the situation which is creating our reaction. And we've lived our lives saying work stress, exam stress, worrying for children, upset because they said this, they are irritating. How many of you know irritating people? Do you know any irritating people? Yes or no? Are they irritating? Are they irritating? So what's the line? Change the vocabulary. Are they irritating? No. Then? Vocabulary change. We say they're so irritating. Are they the ones who are irritating? Can that person create irritation on every person on the planet? No. But I get irritated in response to what they do. But I don't say I create the irritation, I say they are irritating. And when I say they are irritating, I endorse my irritation and I say it's normal to get irritated when somebody behaves like this. And so the first thing that spirituality teaches us, and that's why Raj Yoga is such a powerful tool, because Raj Yoga means becoming a self-ruler. Self-ruler, self-mastery. Mastery first on your mind and then mastery on the sense organs. How many of you feel your sense organs are in your control? Sense organs means my eyes, my ears, what I speak, what I eat is completely in my control. Yes, no, sometimes, often. If you want to experience self-mastery, just practice it with your phone and you will create self-mastery. Because that's the place where we become victim. I didn't want to see it, but I didn't want to talk for so long, but if I think that this is normal, then I'm depleting inner power. I'm depleting inner power. And that's why spirituality first tells us, don't eat this, eat this. And many of us are like, no, very difficult, I can't give up this. If you can't give up what is healthy for you, what is not healthy for you, then you will live like a victim to that item, just a food item. And if I'm not able to take mastery over my sense organs, I will never have mastery over the mind. And because we lost the mastery over the mind, we started losing over the sense organ. And sometimes we even raise our hand and we said, I don't know how it happened. Ever said to somebody, I didn't mean to say it was just a slip of the tongue? Yes? I didn't mean to say it. And the other person is also happy, acha hua, they didn't mean to say it. Huh? Very good. So I'm cheating them, I'm cheating myself. I didn't mean to say it. Of course I meant to say it. I couldn't have said it if I didn't mean to say it. It's just that I had created those thoughts, but I had locked them in the cupboard here. And there comes a stimulus, and they press that button and that cupboard opens. And everything just spills out at a pace that the person even can't hear. We talk so fast at that time because so many thoughts are falling out. And after saying all that we said, even we paused to reflect, why did I say all this? But I said all this because I had created all this in my mind and stored there and not saying it to them. And they press a button and there it comes out. So do we need to go back to experiencing that self-rule, self-mastery? How would life be if I become a master over my mind and my sense organs? And then in every scene, I would be the master. I would be the master. Again, put both your hands here. Put someone on your left hand, maybe your spouse or your children. Someone whose behavior triggers some emotion in you of the left hand side. Okay? And now put yourself on the right hand. And now look at it in a detached way. They do what they do. They say what they say. Maybe they do it on a daily basis. Who is creating my response? Who is creating my response? They, me, or both? Me. Sure? 100%? 100%? Raise your hand here like this, I. Now, what is the power of my reaction? If they use wrong language, if they say words which are mean, if they are rude, how is their emotional health at that moment? They are family, right? how is their emotional health at that moment? It's a little dipped. When they behave that way, I get hurt, I get upset, I get worried. What happens to my emotional health? That also dips. And when my vibration also dips, what am I radiating to them? What am I radiating to them? I'm radiating that lower negative energy. They are already in a lower vibration. And what do I radiate to them? My hurt, my pain, my humiliation. What will it do to them? Please keep doing that with your hand. What will it do to them? It will take them lower. And when they will go lower, looking at them, what am I going to do? Go lower. And then where will that energy go to them? And they will go lower. And both of us are going karo, low. And we said this is normal. Come back. They're on the lower energy right now. Even if it means your child is going through a tough situation, maybe they've seen a failure, maybe unwell, physically, mentally. Where should I be? Where should I be? How high? Why should I be higher when they are in pain? Why should I be higher on a higher energy when they are in pain? Because where will that energy radiate? It'll go here. What will it do to them? This is family. This is friends. That if someone is on a lower energy, the other people around them need to be higher. But what do? We say, you are in pain, so obviously I will be upset. And then they will say to you, please leave me alone for some time. And we will say, no, but I want to be with you. Say, but I don't want to be with you right now. Why don't they want to be around us when they are in pain? Why don't they want to be around us when they are in pain? Who would you want to be around when you are in pain? Just visualize you are in pain emotionally. Who are the people you would like to be around? Would you like to be around another person who is in pain? No. Why? What would that pain do to your pain? And so you just want to move away from anybody who's in pain at that time. Even if that pain is just worry for you. They are worried for you. But that's disturbing energy right now. And I'm already in pain. I can't handle any more pain. So I just say, just leave me alone. And then I go outside and meet a stranger. I meet a counselor. I meet my friends. I can meet my friends' parents, but I'm not comfortable with my parents at that time. Does that happen? And why is that happening? Because I'm creating that same emotion which they are experiencing. I'm creating a lower energy. And instead of empowering them, I'm depleting them. And this is happening because we are attached to them. Attachment was left hand or right hand? Attachment was left hand or right hand? So all the emotions which are on the left hand are energy depleters. And all the emotions which are on the right hand are empowering energies. So what is the meaning of attachment? Because some of us fear spirituality. They say, oh, we'll become very detached. Detachment is a weakness or detachment is power? And detachment, what will it do to our relationships? What will detachment do to our relationships? What is attachment doing to our relationships? What will detachment do to our relationships? Here. Detachment is healing. Your child is in pain, emotional pain, and you are calm and stable and powerful. Will that child want to come and be around you? Yes. They will come and sit next to you. And you will ask them, do you want to talk about something? They say, no, I don't want to talk about something. I say, but we can talk about it. He says, no, but I don't need to talk about it. I just want to be around you. I'll manage the rest. So they are coming and being sitting in your energy field. They're absorbing your vibration, charging their battery, and then they will go and solve their problem. People don't need advice. They know what they have to do. But they need the power to be able to do what they have to do. But from where will I get that power? From where will I get that power? So I need one person in my house who is a radiator of that power. We need one powerhouse in every family now. One person in every home who will remain calm and stable even if there is a crisis in that house. Everything can go wrong and that one person will remain. That house is safe. But if comes a situation and everyone goes, then that energy of that house gets turbulent. And so detachment is the need of the hour. Detachment does not mean indifference. Detachment does not mean I don't care. Detachment means I care more for you than even for myself. And I know you need power right now, and so I'm not going to allow myself to dip. 4 people going for a walk and there is a pit there. One person of the family falls. What are the other 3 going to do? What are the other 3 going to do? Pull them out. But if they are attached, all 4 of them, and if one falls, the other 3 automatically fall. And sometimes the other 3 fall even deeper than the first one. Ever experienced more pain than what your child is going through? And sometimes even we stop sharing our problems with our family. We keep it to ourselves. And then the family is going to say, why didn't you tell us all this was happening for so many days, so many years? I didn't want you to go into pain. And so the role of the family to energize each other, to empower each other, to heal each other, to bring each other out of that pain, we are not able to play that role because we sink. And so detachment. So ready to get detached? Yes. Ready? Yes. Ready? Yes. Sure? Yes. Detachment is inner power. Attachment is dependency. And it will have to start in the positive emotions. Stop using this vocabulary which says, I'm happy because you did this. Then tomorrow you will be sad when they don't do it. This is attachment. This is attachment. Detachment means it's good you did that. You could have done it this way. You should have not done it that way. But my happiness is not dependent on what you were doing. Here, this is detachment, where my state of mind is not dependent on the other person's state of mind and behavior. Why? Because I am strengthening my mind, so my emotional immunity system is here. It's like COVID. If one member in the family got infected, what did the others do? First step, detached. That was physical. You go into your room, I'm in my room. That's physical detachment. But that's the same thing that you have to do. When someone dips, you first have to move away. Move away, protect yourself, and then take care of them and heal them. That's what we did in COVID. First you move away. There were some who attached and they were not able to leave the other person. I know people who did that. I can't leave my child. Attachment. So COVID said, move away first so that you don't catch that infection. Protect yourself and now take care of them, heal them, and bring them out of that infection. Same rule of the game, whether it's a physical infection, whether it is an emotional infection. Physical infection, you go into another room. Emotional infection, you go on to another vibration. Detach. Protect yourself, heal them, and they will come out of that pain. But for that, I cannot just detach when that day comes when they are in pain. It's not one switch that I switch on and I'm detached. It means that I practice that inner strengthening on a daily basis where I'm taking my vibration on the higher energy level, and here comes a situation and here I am, untouched. And I will have to start practicing that detachment in those simpler situations of the day. Here comes a situation which is not your way, and immediately, situation has nothing to do with my mind. And now remain calm and stable and respond to that situation. Close your eyes for a minute and bring that one person on the screen of your mind whose behavior can be at home, can be at work. It presses some button and I react. And now just see them behaving that way. Not the right way, and not my way. And what you see right now is getting coded in your subconscious. This is how you will respond tomorrow. They are behaving through their sanskar, through their personality, their nature. I respond the right way. I remain untouched by their vibrational energy. My vibrations radiate to them, and my energy starts healing them. They are not being wrong to me. They are disturbed within. It's not about me. Their behavior to me is not about me. Their behavior to me is a reflection of their inner state. I understand they are in pain. They may be shouting at me, being rude, but that reflects they are in pain. I shift from becoming a victim of their behavior to becoming a master. I shift from blaming them to be the cause of my pain to becoming the healer to heal their pain. And just look at yourself, creating only pure, powerful thoughts, radiating calm and power to the other soul. Untouched, distancing vibrationally, radiating that higher vibration just by being at that energy. Doing this repeatedly, not just in behavior, but also in my mind, in my thoughts, not a single wrong thought. And my vibration is becoming their power. I am the powerhouse. Okay, come back. How many of you were able to see someone on that side? When someone is not the right way to us, we take it very personally and we say, they did this to me. It's not they did this to me, it is they are going through something. It's they are going through something. I was doing a program with nurses one day, it was about 800,000 nurses. I said, what's the cause of your stress? And I thought it would be like tough duty, long hours, night shift. And they just said, when the doctor gets angry. I said, Are, that is the cause of your stress? I said, huh. I said, but patients, patients can be very reactive, very disturbed sometimes, refusing to eat, shout, throwing away, pulling out the saline, everything. They said, no, we don't get disturbed by that because they're not well. So I said, they are also not well. So they said, who is not well? I said, anybody who shouts, get angry, not well. I said, oh, they're not well. No, they're not well. The next day, this one nurse calls me up. She said, it was so simple today. He again came and shouted. And today I just created one thought, oh, they're not well. And you know the beauty of what she came up with? She said, I did not get disturbed today. Earlier I used to say, he shouted at me. You see the difference in that energy? She said, and then I would become a victim and I say, I worked so hard, I did everything right, I did this. And he came and shouted at me. So it becomes we consume their energy. And she said, today I just created a thought, he is disturbed. It's not about me, it is he is disturbed. And so she said, I remain calm. But the next line was very important. She said, I actually started thinking, what can I do for him? So what did we shift? We shifted from consuming their pain to understanding their pain to third, wanting to heal that pain. That is compassion. Same thing we have to do at home, at least first with family. We say, my child said this to me. And then there goes rewind. 30 years I did this, 20 years I did this, 40 years I did this, I did this, I did this. And this is what I get in return of what I did. And I, the victim, find a reason to cry and cry and cry. Crying whether in the eyes or whether just in the mind, I'm just crying and crying and crying. And where is all that pain going to go? Where's all that pain going to radiate to? It's going to radiate to your child. So you know who sends them the most pain? Who sends them the most pain? So wherever there is attachment, if your neighbor's child says something to you, it won't make a difference. You get irritated for a minute, next minute you've forgotten him. So we don't radiate pain to our neighbor's children. We radiate pain to, बोलिए, we radiate pain to, अच्छे से बोलिए, we radiate pain to our own children because we are attached. So there are three options with energy. When someone throws their energy at you, we have three options. One, reflect their energy, which means they throw anger, you throw it back at them. Reflecting energy, easiest thing to do. Don't have to think, take it and throw it back. Second option, keep quiet, don't say a word, but absorb their energy. You say, I remained silent, I did not say anything when he was shouting. But I've consumed that pain, I've absorbed that energy. So first option was reflect energy. Second option is absorb energy. And third option is transform energy. So obviously, which one do we have to do? Transform. Always fix this here. I cannot reflect. It will harm them. I cannot absorb, it will harm me and them because my vibrations will reach them. I may remain silent here, but I'm throwing so much here from here. So I cannot reflect, it harms them. I cannot absorb, it harms me and them. And I transform, it benefits me and it benefits them. But for that, I will need to practice that on a daily basis. So, ready to become the transformer? Ready to detach? Ready to detach? Yes. And detach in the simpler scenes of the day. Why are people not our way? Why are children not our way? Why are they sometimes completely opposite of how they should be? So we need to remember, and that's why spirituality gives us the answers to all these questions. And the first answer is, they are not my child. They are a soul on the journey playing the part of my child. Difference between the two lines? Two simple lines. My child, soul on a journey playing the part of my child. Is there going to be a difference in the two lines? What is the difference? What's the difference? My child. My child. I will keep everything perfect for my child. I will not allow my child to have any problems in their life. Before a problem comes, I will be there to take care of my child. Do you think it's possible your children will never have problems? They'll never have challenges? Is that possible? No. Who is creating the problems of their life? Who is creating the problems in their life? Any crisis, who's creating in their life? Who's creating their problems? Who is creating their problems? Who is creating their problems? Who is creating their problems? Say it. Who is creating their problems? Who is creating their problems? You are creating their problems. No. Who is creating their problems? They. Who will solve their problem? They. What's my role? What's my role as a parent? We thought we will never allow a problem to reach them. We thought when there is a problem, I will make sure that everything will be fine. You can't. They are the creators of their problem. They are the ones who are going to face it and solve it. What's my role as a parent or a spouse or a sibling, any relationship? What's my role? My role is just to be there, radiating that power and that right karma for them to catch and then to implement to solve their problem. So the first fundamental basic thing, they are not my child, they are a soul on a journey. They are a soul on a journey. Just visualize here. I am a soul and I've taken this costume, right? What is the soul? The energy which creates every thought, which creates feelings. It's that energy. The mind, the intellect, that is the soul, the energy. This is the body, this is the battery. And one day comes when the battery leaves this body. The soul is going to leave the costume. And where will the soul go? The soul will enter the womb of the mother. And what has the soul brought with them? The soul has brought with them their emotional patterns, which we call sanskars, and the karmas that they have done in that lifetime. So when your child, not the fetus which got created in 9 months, but the soul which entered the fetus, the body will take 9 months to get created. You go every month, have your ultrasound, you will only see the development of the body, the physical. Your child is not the physical body. The physical body is the costume we are wearing. Their child is just a soul which entered into the womb of the mother. And what did the soul bring with them? Their sanskar, which means their personality traits, their nature, and their karma. How many of you have 2 children, which means more than one child? And how many of you feel they're quite different from each other? So you never thought about this. Why are they so different? They're different from us, they're different from each other. But then the mind says, both of them are my children. I gave them everything the same. Why are they so different? Because they're 2 souls on a different journey. They were different right from the time they entered your womb. Even if you give them everything identical in this lifetime, identical resources, identical nurturing, identical school, everything identical, yet they are going to be different. Because they are 2 different souls who have come with 2 different journeys. This has to be remembered always. Always. And what does the soul bring with them? Their sanskar and karma. Please say that. Sanskar means personality trait, nature, but the word sanskar is perfect. So what does the soul carry with them? Their sanskar and their karma. The soul enters the womb of the mother. Few months later, baby is born. How many of you have astrological charts? Janam Patri Kundli. Astrological chart. That was prepared within the first few days that the baby was born. The child has not done any karma yet. And yet the astrological chart is ready. This will happen at the age of 10. This will happen at the age of 20. Everything's all there. How have they got that chart? The child has not done any karma yet. The chart is revealing what all the soul has done and come. So please remember, whatever is happening in their life is a result of what the soul has already done on its long journey of many lifetimes. It's not a perfect, clean soul who's come into your family. It's a soul who's been on a long journey, or not just they, we have also been on our long journey. Each one of us has been on a long journey. Just visualize, come out from your previous costume, 100 years in another costume. Different people, different situations, different challenges, different sanskar, different karma. 100 years before that, another costume. 100 years before that, another costume. 100 years before that, another costume. And in every costume, different people, different relationships, different situations, different karma. I'm a soul on a journey. And now look at 2 souls like this. 100 years, 100 years, 100 years, 100 years. And these 2 souls get married. And also these 25, 30 years different. Can they be like each other? Can they be like each other? No. And when we understand this journey, it becomes very easy to understand people. We say, how can they be like this? They are like that because they have experienced something in some scene on some part of their journey. Some of them may have experienced something in their childhood. Some have experienced it when they were in the womb of their mother. And some have experienced it in a past lifetime. And now we are with them. If we say expectations is normal, then we expect them to be a certain way. But when we understand they are a soul on a journey, and they have carried this due to some reason, accepting them becomes easier. Accepting doesn't mean, okay, then you remain like this for the rest of your life. It doesn't. Acceptance just means that I will not be critical and judgmental about you. I will not keep saying, how can they do this? How can they be this way? And then 2 of us can live together with a completely different set of sanskars, but understanding why they are the way they are, accepting their sanskar and radiating blessings to them for giving them the power to change that sanskar. How many of you are very different from your spouse? And how many of you are like this, different? We won't be different in every aspect, but some natures are completely different. Let's say one person has the sanskar to trust, and they will just trust anybody and everybody. And the other person has the sanskar to doubt, and they will doubt even the closest member. And the person who trusts will look at the person who doubts and say, how can you doubt everyone? They say, I cannot understand, how can you trust everyone like this? They will say, but it's wrong to doubt people. They say, but it's wrong to trust people like this. So which one of the two is right? Which one of the two is right? The one who doubts or the one who trusts? Who's right? The one who doubts or the one who trusts? Who's right? Both are right? Both are wrong? Both are right, both are wrong. What's the answer? But human mind will say, it's wrong to doubt, right? Trust is natural. Trust should be the right energy. So when we say both are right, it doesn't mean that that sanskar is right. That sanskar may be unhealthy, it may be uncomfortable for that soul. But right means that this is what is right for them right now. Which means this is only how they can see the world. Because sanskar is like a lens here. Sanskar is like a lens here. I will perceive every scene of life through that filter. So if I am carrying a sanskar of doubt, I will perceive everybody through that. If I am carrying a sanskar of trust, I will perceive everyone through that. If I am carrying a sanskar of criticism, I will see everyone through that lens. If I am carrying a sanskar of hurt, a single word can upset me. So these are these emotional patterns that we are all carrying. So first sign to resolve all conflict and to create that power between two souls is to stop being critical and judgmental about their karma and their sanskar. And just say, I understand them. Instead of saying, I just cannot understand you. See the difference between the two lines? I may not agree with you. I can understand something, but I need not agree with it. Right or wrong? Is it possible to understand something but not agree with it? For example, I understand they don't have full lights, but I don't agree with it. But if I keep saying, how is it that they don't have full lights here? Then I'm only disturbing myself and I'm radiating that energy. I said, okay, they have a reason why they don't have it. Here, full stop to the clutter and the noise that keeps getting created here. How can they be like this? Reason. Somewhere, in some lifetime, that soul trusted someone and they got betrayed. So what is recorded here for that soul? Trust is equal to pain. And now that soul doesn't even know that it had happened. But that soul naturally fears trusting people. It's like you meet with an accident if you're driving, the next time you fear driving. Because it's recorded here. Accident is equal to pain. And I don't want to meet that accident, I don't want to go through pain, I don't want to cause pain to anybody else. But then someone around you has to gently push you back into driving. Right? But if the people around you keep saying, oh, how weak, how can you fear driving? Then they will ridicule you. They will criticize you. They will be critical and judgmental about you, and that vibration will deplete you and you will never regain the confidence to drive again. So it's easy to understand when it's just driving and meeting with an accident, but the same thing we have to do with sanskars of people. So understand that everyone around you, whether it's family, whether it's colleagues, whether everyone is a soul on a journey. And everyone's gone through a lot of experiences on this journey. And on those experiences, everyone has created their sanskar and everyone has also created their karma patterns. And look at the world today. Everything is perfect till this moment, and the next moment there is some karma return and everything changes. Are we seeing that happening? Are we seeing that happening? Yes, it can happen in a moment. Everything is perfect till now, and next minute everything has changed because some karma has returned. And at that time, we need everyone around us to be. How do we need everyone around us to be? To be powerful. Everyone around us needs to be powerful. But if everyone around us dips, then the present karma that we create also goes. And so that's to remember that each one in my family is a soul on a journey. Each one is carrying their sanskars and karma. I am carrying my sanskars and karma. We can focus on creating the right karma now, but any minute a past karma can return to any of us. And when that past karma returns, I need to have the power to create the right karma now. And that is my role as a parent. That is my role as a spouse. Business is doing very well. Next minute, everything has changed. I thought I was very wealthy, and suddenly I come to know we have heavy debts. Everything changes. I thought I had a perfect relationship. Suddenly I know that I'm being betrayed. Everything changes. It takes only 1 minute for everything to change. But to remember, this is a return karma. What is the power now? How I'm going to respond to this destiny situation that has come to me. But for that, I have to always remember, it's not why did my child do this? Why did my spouse do this? Soul on a journey. What has happened to them today is not what they did today. Maybe it was done sometime earlier. Return of that has come today. And now it is our role to be with each other. Not be judgmental, critical, upset, hurt. No. Now it's our role to be together and radiate the power to create the right karma now. We have entered into the era of uncertainty. Uncertainty. And so be prepared. Anything can come. Suddenly, everything is perfect now and suddenly everything changes. You're not even going to get the time to create that power for that situation. You will have to be ready with your power. Right? You need to be ready with that power. Everything is fine now. I go and get my annual blood test done and suddenly I come to know I have. Everything is fine. We were partying last night, went to sleep. Next morning they didn't wake up. We are not getting time. We are not getting time to create power to face that situation. That power will need to be created on a daily basis. Not just for situations that come in my life, situations that come to anyone around me also. That is called being the powerhouse of your family. And also to remember, if one member of the family is facing a crisis, do not point a finger at them, say they are the cause of all the problems that have come into our house. To remember that what has come into my house and into my life is also a part of my karmic account. It's not a part of only their karmic account. It's also a part of my karmic account. Otherwise, it would have never come to me. Even if I'm living with everyone, nothing can come to me if it is not a part of my karmic account. So don't point fingers at this. You are the cause of all the problems in our house. Each one of us is the cause of all the problems and all the good that is coming into our life. Because what comes to me, I may feel somebody else is the reason, but what is coming to me is only a return of some karma that I have done earlier. Otherwise, it can't come to me. If one member in the family made a financial mistake, but the remaining 4 members of the family are also getting affected, then those 4 members are not getting affected because one member created that karma. Those 4 have done their past karma to face that situation today. So first thing is not to pinpoint and say you are the cause, because that's the way we will be creating wrong karma now. So our family members are souls on a journey whom we are not meeting for the first time. We've met them before, we are there with them now, and we will meet them again. Depending on what was my quality of a karmic account with them previously, that's the energy of my relationship with them today. Most of them is very beautiful. If there's anything which is not, I have the chance to change that karmic energy today. Same parent, 2 children will have a different karmic energy with them, right or wrong? Yes? One child is very confident, one child always fears their parents. Same parent. Parent is not different. Then why is it that 2 children will have 2 different types of relationship with the same parent? What's the reason? Same parent. Even if the parent is strict with both. Then why is it 2 children have such a different relationship with the same parent? Reason? Reason. This is the soul, the parent soul. This is the child soul. They are parent and child in this lifetime. They are not meeting for the first time. So here are 2 children's souls and here is this parent soul. In this lifetime, it is parent-child, parent-child. But they've met before. And in their previous karmic connections, this same parent had a different karmic connection with this child and a different karmic connection with this child. And the result and the reflection of that past karmic connection is now visible in this present karmic account. One child will do everything to take care of their parents. The other child will not really bother so much. And sometimes you live an entire lifetime from only one child taking care of the parent and the other child always finding some excuse. It's because that child has that karmic account carry forward and they are going to take care, and the other one doesn't have that karmic account only. Don't keep creating pain saying, they don't look after me, they don't look after me, they don't look after me. They don't have that karmic account with you. So do not look at relationships at the superficial level. It's not parent-child, parent-child. It is soul on a journey, soul on a journey. I and you have met before multiple times, and based on what we carried forward each time, this is the energy of the equation between 2 of us. If it's beautiful, very good, make it better. But if there's something which is not the best energy, then this is the time to change it. This is the time to change it. But it's not the time to be critical, judgmental, to blame, and to become a victim. Because if I do that, then the karmic account will get even more entangled, even more complicated. It is the time to settle our karmic accounts, to give a closure to our karmic accounts. Otherwise, when we meet again, it will be tougher than this time. So don't say they are doing this. It doesn't matter what they are doing. It is what am I doing in return to what they are doing. My karma is mine. So if anyone I believe is not being right to me, to remember, this is my past karmic account with them. And who's going to change it now? Who's going to change it now? Hold the ball, karma ball. Hold the ball, everyone. My thoughts, my words, my behavior. My thoughts, my words, my behavior, my intentions also. Every moment, my thoughts, my intentions, my feelings, they are radiating. It's the karma ball throwing out into the world. And every ball that I throw out, it is going to come back. Every ball I throw out, it is going to come back. Every thought I create, it is going to come back. Every word I speak, it is going to come back. Every emotion I create, it is going to come back. How careful should I be? How careful should I be? But we are not conscious of the balls that we are throwing, but we are not happy with some of the balls that are coming to us. And when that ball is coming on the return journey, I'm saying like, why is this happening to me? So chalo, hold your ball carefully without looking at what other people are doing. My karma should only be my karma. This is not an age of looking at what karma other people are doing and just copy them. That era is over, that everybody is doing, so it must be right. Choose your karma carefully. What they do, they will get a return. I have to do that, what I want as a return. And now throw your work. And now it's going to come back to you. Some karma balls will return immediately. Some will return after few minutes, few hours, few days, few months, few years. Some will return after 100 years by the time you have changed the costume. And so often people say, but why should it come to me afterwards? It is not coming to me afterwards. It is coming to me, I've just changed my dress. So we say, no, it should come within this lifetime. This life and death is our vocabulary. For the soul, it is only changing a dress. Just changing a dress. Right? Today you're wearing a dress. You throw the ball out. Tomorrow the ball returns, you've changed your dress. You cannot say the ball had to return when I was wearing that dress. So whether it's this dress or whether it's this dress, for karma that does not make a difference, because karma was thrown by the soul and it is coming back to the soul, nothing to do with this costume. I could change my costume the next minute after throwing that ball. So does that mean that ball is not going to return to me? If those good karma balls did not return to you, you wouldn't have had such a beautiful destiny that you have today. Return karma balls are not only the tough ones, return karma balls are all the beautiful things that are there today. Perfect health, beautiful family, wealth, everything. But while we were throwing all those beautiful karma balls, somewhere, sometimes we have thrown another one. And that is going to return to me. But when it returns to me, what is my role and responsibility when a tougher one comes to me or to anyone in my family? What's my role and responsibility now? What power do I have now? What power do I have now? Yes? What power? This ball is coming to you on its return journey. You've thrown it. Maybe in this lifetime, maybe some other time. Now it's on its return journey. Visualize that ball coming to you. What power do you have on the ball that is returning to you? Do we have any power on the ball which is returning to us? Yes, no? Yes, no? Yes? Power on the ball that's returning to you. What's the power? What can you do to that ball which is coming to you? Visualize. There is a ball coming from here to you. What power do you have on that ball? Can you do anything to that ball? Can you change its direction? Can you change the speed? Can you do anything about it? Nothing at all. Nothing at all. You cannot change the karma on its return journey. But when this ball is coming to you, how you respond, which means even your first thought which says, why is this happening to me, is a new karma. So the first karma ball that I need to change when a tough one comes to me is not to say, why is this happening to me? Because the minute I say, why is this happening to me, then there is a series of more negative thoughts after that, and I've like thrown 100 karma balls in 1 minute. So when that ball returns, what should be my first thought? Answer to why is this happening to me? Answer, not question, answer. Question will lead to more clutter in the mind. Answer and full stop. Why is this happening to me? Easy. Why is this ball coming to me? Easy. Why is this ball coming to me? Hanji? So, I have. Why is this ball returning to me? I had thrown it sometime somewhere. Nothing can come to me unless I had thrown it sometime somewhere. So who is the cause of what is happening to me? I, me, myself. No putting and no putting there. The cause is not there. The blame is not there. The responsibility is here. And when we take personal responsibility, it's power. When we blame, we become victim and we give up power. So first thought when something doesn't happen your way. First thought, it's my karmic account. Full stop. One right ball. It's my past karmic account, which means understanding, acceptance, and power. No victim feeling, no blame game, and no going into guilt. What did I do? Nothing. It is my past karmic account. And the next thought is, now which ball do I have to throw? So now which ball do I have to throw? Now I have to throw a ball of what vibrations? Higher. And that is why the right hand emotions are very important. Because whatever may come to you, your next ball should be from the right hand. Someone's done something wrong to me, cheated me, betrayed me. If I create pain, I create hurt, I create hatred, I create resentment, I have thrown 1 million wrong balls again. But if I take personal responsibility, I forgive, I radiate care and compassion, I empower, then I've changed the karma. It has to happen immediately. Otherwise, I deplete myself. And when I deplete myself, I don't have the strength to create the right karma now. So when things are perfect in your life and you create negative emotions, it's fine. Which means all good balls are coming to you, throw wrong ones, nothing happens. But when the tough ones are coming to you, you cannot afford to create a single wrong thought, because there are already the wrong karma balls that are returning to me. If I trigger with again the wrong ones, it's just going to multiply. But for that, I have to practice detachment. That is detachment. That there is a negative situation in my life, I have to face it with a positive mindset. They are doing wrong to me, I have to send blessings to them. Can we bless those who wrong us? Can we bless those who wrong us? And what will happen when we bless them? First of all, why did they do this to me? Why did they do this to me? Answer. My past karmic account and full stop. But I have never done anything wrong to them. But we are not talking about this costume. We are not talking about this costume. The karmic account is not between husband and wife, between parent and child. The karmic account is between soul and the other soul. Parents will say, but all my life has been for my children, and this is what they do. But it's not about this lifetime. It's not about this lifetime. So immediately in the first thought itself, We have to send a blessing to people. We have to even send a blessing to the situation. Suddenly there is a crisis, immediately first thought, this has come for our benefit. This has come for our benefit. There is a benefit in this scene. I will not be able to see anything beneficial right now. But I have to bless that scene, which means I have to raise my karma level. I cannot allow that scene to overpower me. I have to overpower that situation. And it's very easy to overpower the situation. Just look at the situation and say, you've come for my benefit. Everybody around you will say, everything's gone wrong in your life. Well, nothing goes wrong in my life. It's come for a benefit. Now this is power. And now you've radiated a blessing that ye mere kalyan ke liye aayi hai baat. This has come for my benefit. Where does that take you? It takes you here. You are above the situation. And that means the return of a wrong karma has come, but your present karma is right. And when the present karma is right, there cannot be suffering. You suddenly come to know you have a disease in the body. Past karmic account, even if that karmic account was not leading a good lifestyle, that's okay. But now when I'm powerful, the disease remains only in the body. But it does not cause any suffering to the soul. That is when we say the karmic account is. It's disease in the body, but no suffering here. Ever met somebody who's going through cancer and is very peaceful and powerful? Anyone met anybody? Yeah, simple, so many people. So that karmic account is only disease in the body, no suffering in the mind. And ever met people who have everything perfect in their life and are not happy? Everything is perfect. Everything. There's just nothing wrong in their life. That karmic account is of the mind. So there are 4 types of karmic accounts. One is wealth, second is relationships, third is body, and fourth is mind. So if you lose wealth, it's the simplest karmic account. Don't cry so much over it. It's the simplest because it's easy to get back. And if you train yourself, you can even live without that. It's okay to have lesser. So money is the lowest and the simplest karmic account. Second one is people, karmic account. Third one is body, karmic account. And fourth one is here, mind, karmic account. This one, if I start taking care, then the other 3 to face becomes very easy. And that's why that daily meditation and spirituality is needed. So past karmic accounts will come to me, but I, the soul, have now learned to remain here. And so the problem will be only here. It won't cause any suffering here. And that's called settling a karmic account of the past. It's come, I've settled it, I've crossed, and I've moved on. I have not suffered in that karmic account. When you are not suffering in a situation, that's when it's called a karmic account closure. But if you have a little fever and you're suffering, then that's called karmic account. Easy? Easy? Very easy. Just to remember. Just to remember that this is my past karmic account and I have the power to change this karmic account. Just take a moment of silence, close your eyes and see, is there any karmic account I need to change? Need to change, especially with people. Any, need not be immediate family, could be anybody. Is there any karmic account I need to change? It's easy to say, it's okay, I don't care, I don't meet them often, why do I need to work on it? I may not meet them often in this lifetime, next lifetime they may come to me as my child, what then? What then? So heal every karmic account. Change the quality of that karmic account. Don't keep it pending. We will meet again. Bring that soul on the screen of your mind. Bring the soul on the screen of your mind. It's not their fault. It was our past karmic account. Both were responsible. It was not they, it was we. It was we. We had met before. There was a karmic account created, and in this costume, I have experienced that return of that karmic account. But now, I understand that both of us were responsible, and so, past is past. I change my karmic account today. Give them that message. Send that thought to them from here. Past is past. Past karmic account is over. I create a new karmic account today, and I radiate only blessings to you. Which means no heavy energy radiating from me to them. Not even in my dreams I will create a wrong thought for them. Not a single thought of the left-hand side. I am changing my karmic account with them. I'm not going to have a single karmic account which has entanglement there. Before I leave this costume, all my karmic accounts should be, yes, before I leave this costume, all my karmic accounts should be sorted. And when am I going to leave this costume? When am I going to leave this costume? At the age of 100? No. When am I going to leave? Anytime. So when do I need to resolve? Now. It's now. Even if I don't leave, they may leave. They may leave. And if one out of the two changes their costume and have not resolved that karmic account, we will meet again and again and again and again. Every next meeting gets tougher. Every next meeting gets tougher. And so if you look at the world around you, there is so much happening. The human mind says, how can anyone do this to someone? They've met before. They've met again. Last time they didn't resolve it. It's come this time. Nothing can come to anyone without there being a past karma. So who's ready to resolve their karmic accounts? Anyone, it could be anybody. It need not be immediate family. It need not be friends. It could be a working colleague. It could be a neighbor in your old house, entanglement, conflict. Anyone I'm on not talking terms, communication breakdown. Call them up today. Call them up. We need not be friends with everybody, but we should not have conflict with anyone. There's a difference. Basic courtesy. Basic. Not just in behavior, in my mind. No undercurrents. No undercurrents. Done? Ready to do that? How many of you found someone with who I have to do that? When will we do that? When will we do it? You know the easiest way to do it? Just keep sending them these thoughts before you even talk to them. The easiest way to influence a person is just by keep sending them those beautiful thoughts here. You can even do it with your children. Sometimes just keep on talking about something and it just doesn't get resolved. Just send it to them using the power of the mind. The easiest and the most powerful form of communication is vibrations. is vibrations. Don't have to keep talking about that same topic. It only leads to conflict and sometimes leads to arguments at home. Just keep sending that thought in a powerful affirmative vocabulary. Don't radiate the thought, you should not do this, you shouldn't have done this. This is not going to be the thought. The thought is going to be a karma ball. So that karma ball has to be of the highest vibration. So radiate that thought to them as a blessing. The language should be a blessing. So let's say your child is making a career decision, a financial decision, a relationship decision, and you don't believe that he's taking the right decision or she's taking the right decision. Repeated discussions, repeated arguments, they are there on that decision. Why are they taking that decision? It is their past karmic account. The whole world can stand and tell them it is wrong. Not only you, the whole world can tell them this is wrong, don't do this. Why are they doing it? Why are they doing it? And sometimes they also know it is not right. They know it is not right, but their intellect will only take them towards that because it is their karmic account. So even if sometimes we are seeing the other person doing something, we know it's going to create a problem. But if we all radiate blessings for that soul, and we radiate these vibrations to them, you are a powerful soul, you will take only the right decision. Stop saying your decision is wrong, your decision is wrong, your decision is wrong. That's only going to make it tougher. Keep just radiating a vibration. You're a powerful soul, your every karma is accurate, your every decision is perfect. Just keep sending and sending and sending and sending and sending daily. Two options. One, their decision will change. Their decision will change because you sent them the vibration, empower them to change that karmic account. Two, even if they don't change their decision, your blessings become their power. And that power gives them the power to face that karmic account. But if we get worried and we get anxious and we get hurt and we get upset and we get angry and we get irritated, then the vibrations we radiate to them depletes them and that karmic account gets only tougher and tougher and tougher. So there is no situation in life where I'm allowed to create a negative thought. No situation. No situation. In every scene, my thought will have to be here. So how much strength I need for that? How much power I need for that? Do we need it or not need it? Yes. So don't you think that we need to spend some time every day creating that power? We won't be able to create that power when the scene comes. That power has to be created on a daily basis. And that is why daily programming, daily understanding, daily learning, daily studying, daily meditation, daily, not once in a while. Once in a while will not create power. Once in a while is only feel-good factor. Once in a while does not translate into power. Only consistency translates into power. Consistency. The other day I was at the center and I met a young lady. She lost her young child. The child was coming out from school. She was there. And something happened and that child met with an accident with a bus. Right there in front of her. And she had to pick him up and take him to the hospital. She was ekdam stable. Absolutely stable. And so the doctor says, we have to inform his family. She said, I am his mother. He just looked at her face and said, you can't be his mother. She said, I am his mother. Because she was very stable. Practice. Daily practice. Stable. But that soul left the costume, the child. And she was stable. And the doctor said, I can't believe she can't be his mother. And she said to him, Doctor, I have to meditate and send him power and blessings for his new journey. This power cannot be created at that moment. This power is created on a daily basis and used when a situation comes. Detachment shifts us from thinking about us to actually thinking only about them. People think detachment moves us away from people and relationships. It actually strengthens relationships because you shift from being selfish. Selfish means, how will I live without you? And selfless means, you need power on your new journey. That is detachment. Attachment will only think of my pain. Detachment will think of what to give you on your new journey. That is power. And this is not one mother. You come to any center, you will meet people who've gone through crisis and you see their face and you say, you couldn't have gone through this situation. Absolutely stable. It's just a fitness level. But how does that fitness level reach there? Daily exercise. Daily exercise. Daily exercise. And we are going through times we need that fitness level. We need that fitness level. So to do the right karma, first aspect that we need to take care of is the wealth we earn. Money. Money is the first energy that comes into the house. That money has to come with the right vibrations. It's not how much we earn, it is how we earn what we earn. The money needs to come with the right vibrations. Highest principles and ethics. Ethics should not be a word in business. Ethics should be a normal thing to do. Highest. Not the same what everyone is doing, the highest. Money is not currency. Money is not an amount. Money is coming with vibrations. Vibrations of the one who is earning, vibrations of the people who are working with you, vibrations for the people who you are interacting with, who's your client. Everyone's vibrations are coming home with that money. So please be careful. That's that first point where karma is getting affected. First point is wealth. Second point, the food we eat is affecting the mind. The money I earn is affecting the mind. The food I eat is affecting the mind. Jaisa an, vaisa man. As is the vibration of the food, so is the state of my mind. Consuming a diet which has pain, which has energy of death, which has energy of pain, hurt, aggression, struggle, helplessness, fear. Would that be right karma? Would that be right karma? Yes, no. Would that be right karma? Someone has to die for my taste. Is that right karma? No. Everyone knows it's not healthy anymore. It never was healthy, but there was a big myth built up around that. Big one. It was never healthy because death can never give health. Death can never give life. It can give you proteins. It cannot give you health because it is energy of death. So experiment for 3 months with a vegetarian diet. Just 3 months. You will see a shift in your gut and in your mind. Fundamental shift. And second, in your kitchen, have high energy words playing throughout the day. Make that mandatory now. Compulsory, no option in that. Energize the food that the family is eating. Even that will change karma. Even that will change karma. Can we do that in the kitchen? High energy words playing in the kitchen? Yes, everybody? Yes? Use technology for good purpose. Use that phone for a good purpose. Not that we're talking on the phone, gossiping, and we're cooking. Not that the world news is playing on the TV there and we are cooking. What are the words and what are the vibrations that will go into the food? Very, very careful. Don't cook mindlessly and don't eat mindlessly. Mindful cooking, mindful eating. Be very careful where you are eating, who has cooked what you are eating, and how you are eating, and where does the money come of that food that you are eating. Be very, very careful. It can change your karma, it can change your destiny. So the wealth has to be right, the food item has to be right, the person cooking has to be in the right mind state. If you are upset, you're in pain, don't cook. Wait, sit back with yourself for 5 minutes. Write out something. Release. Say, I forgive. I forgive. Write it out. Read something positive. Clean your mind before you start cooking. Don't just go cook and come and say, fine. It can change somebody's decision that day, that food. It's a very big karmic responsibility, the cooking. Very big. And then eating. It's become so common eating with watching screens. So common and so normal. Who all are consuming their food with screens? Chalo ji. No one in this hall. To raise your hands when you're doing the karma, raise your hand, only then you will change your karma. Chalo, chalo. It's so normal that we don't feel the need to raise our hands. So what is the question? What question is this? How can we only eat? How can we only eat? We can use that time to watch something, right? No. Everything that you're watching, everyone who you are talking to, all those words are going into that food. Imagine watching the world news and eating. You don't need to do anything to create stress in your life after that. Nothing. You just eat with all that shouting and that noise and that disturbance and that war and that death there. You don't do anything now to disturb your mind after that. Mindful earning, mindful cooking, mindful eating will change destinies. Very simple lifestyle habit, but power, impact. No screens while eating from today. अच्छे से अब तो हाथ उठा लो. No screens while eating from today. And make this a rule at home. Let your children cry for 2 days. Let them cry. Let them scream. Let them shout. This is another thing. Let them cry. Let them scream, shout. Why do you fear so much? It's better they cry and shout now rather than they cry later on. Yes? Isn't it okay to cry now? Isn't it okay not to like you right now? They won't like the parent when the parent is strict. But that's fine. We know that it is for their good. So a vegetarian diet, cooked in a high vibrational state of mind, with high vibrations playing in the kitchen, eaten without screens, no negative conversations around the food. Most of us are having lunch at work. No work conversations around the lunch. No office gossip around the lunch. Either just go sit alone for 10 minutes and have your lunch. Best option. Best option. Eat your lunch alone in office. If you want to eat with people, happy conversations. Parties, never have dinner at the party. Can you imagine a hall of 100 people, 500 people, everyone talking, and all sorts of conversations, and I'm having that food? Oh, never, never, never eat that food. One, you're eating out, and second, it's got, no. Simple lifestyle habits are affecting here. So much conversation is there in that room, so many words. Opposite of those high energy words with which you cook. Words of lust, words of ego, words of greed, words of jealousy. That's the energy in the room. Nobody's talking spiritual gyan in that room, in that party. So is that the vibration that I need to consume? No. No. A party will not become a de-stressor, it will become the biggest cause of stress after that. So food, double underline, take care of the food. Then take care of the mind, restricting content consumption and inculcating spiritual content, which means right-hand content on a daily basis. That is destiny. Wealth, food, mind, body, relationships. And so inculcate a routine in which your every morning starts with meditation and with inculcating right-hand content. If every morning you hear this, na, I'm a soul on a journey, I'm carrying my sanskar, I'm carrying my karma, you've heard it now, you're clear, you already knew it, you revised it today. You think you're going to remember it tomorrow? No. It's not going to happen. We will still again go and think something. We will again go and do something. It has to be conditioned every single day and actually many times in a day for it to come into action. Consistency. So every morning begin the day with consuming that content and meditating on that and being in a vibration where everyone's doing it together. And that's why the benefit of being in a center. How many of you have seen the center which is in the city? You've seen the center. How many of you visit the center sometimes? And sometimes means how often? Is that sometimes? How often is that sometimes? Once in a? Fill in the blank. Once in a? Year? Month? So choose once in a, fill in the blank, depending on how high you want to take your vibration. Living in a world where the vibration is going down. At least once, 1 hour daily it should be. At least, minimum. Then I have the power for the remaining 23 hours to be untouched by the vibrations around me. To not get influenced by those vibrations, but to actually influence those vibrations if I raise my vibration every single day, every single day. For those of us who have not learned the meditation, so from the 2nd of July, we have Sister Shilu coming from Mount Abu. She's going to be here at the center from the 2nd to the 7th. 5 days, 1 hour daily. She will be taking the basic meditation course for 5 days, 1 hour daily. 2 options of time, 6 a.m. to 7 a.m., 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. So for those of you who have not done the basic meditation course, please use this opportunity. How many of you want to invest that 1 hour for 5 days? Please raise your hands. Please. Even bring your children with you. Even children need to do it now. Gone is that era where we say, oh, it's for after we've crossed 50, 60. Now we need to do it at 5, 6, not 50, 60. 5, 6. That's the age we start. So we will do the meditation course from 2nd to 7th of July. And for those who've already done the meditation course, take the journey forward and come for that morning class. Come for that morning class. Like this 1 hour, when we revise, when we again come together, when we churn, when we work on it, that effect will last on us for another 24 hours. Then we again have to do it in another 24 hours till we reach a stage where we are here, where we can remain stable in the toughest and the worst situation of our life. Detachment is power. Detachment is power. And that power is needed now. And I need to become that powerhouse for my family. So that is not just what happens to me, but if anything is anyone's karmic account, I am the radiator of that power. So one option, 2nd to 7th July, we will start the meditation course. And for those of us who have already done the meditation course, let's start coming to the morning class. Even if you're not able to come daily, come once a week, come twice a week, come thrice a week, just start. Just start the journey. And then living in this consciousness will become a natural way of being. And then remaining calm and stable will not be something to do, it will come natural, normal, because the fitness levels, the inner power will be at that vibration. Sit back and bring your attention again to the center of the forehead. See that tiny point of light, the energy, I. I am a soul on a journey. It's been a long journey. In every costume, relationships, situations, and I created my karma. Many, many costumes. I'm carrying all those karmas and sanskars, my emotional patterns. I'm a soul on a journey. I am the creator of my destiny. I have the power to change any karmic account. What is happening to me is my past karmic account. My response today is my present karma, and my power is in the present karma. It is the present which is powerful. Create the highest vibrational thought for your karmic account. It can be health of the body. Create a thought, my body is perfect and healthy. Even if it's going through a chronic ailment, say, my body is perfect and healthy. It's a blessing for the body. The disease in the body is my past karmic account. My present karma thought is my body is perfect and healthy. My past karmic account is their behavior to me. My present karma is I accept you, you accept me. We create a beautiful, strong relationship. I accept you, you accept me. We create a beautiful, strong relationship. Financial crisis, business upheavals, past karmic account. My present thought, success is certain for me. I have more than I need. Abundance is my reality. This scene has come for my benefit. I am a powerful soul. My every thought is pure. My every karma is perfect. I create a perfect destiny. The money I earn comes with blessings. What I eat and drink is high vibrational. What I watch, read, and listen is pure and positive. I am the master of my destiny. Meditation. is a part of my daily lifestyle. I am the powerhouse of my family, and I prioritize emotional health. Second to 7th of July, I commit that 1 hour for myself. As we walk out and drive home, let's keep these few minutes of silence just with myself, checking which thoughts I need to change, which relationship I need to heal, which karmic account needs a closure, and what lifestyle changes I can create. Next 10-15 minutes are me with myself in silence. As I walk out, as I drive, I am with myself, forgiving, releasing the past, letting it go, connecting to someone where there was a communication breakdown. The decision has to be taken today. And as we walk out of this hall, we will get a sweet, a prasad, cooked by the sisters in the beautiful state of meditation, and a blessing card. The blessing card is personal. It's your blessing from the divine. Read it carefully. It reflects your personality. Revise it every day. Revise it every day. It will elevate your karmas. We will walk out in this silence, complete silence. Om Shanti.